Okay, if you're with me, today is Tuesday, October 14th, day 32 of the challenge, 12 weeks. After today, you'll have 32,000 reps in. I know that sounds insane, but over that time period, over the 6 weeks, now we're in week 7, 1,000 reps a day, Monday through Friday. We hit every body part. By the end of the week, 5,000 obviously. You should be on your way to absolutely changing your body. And it doesn't matter the weight you're using. This is a high rep, low weight program. And one of the main people that I'm after in this program here are guys and women 45 and older. But also this Ozempic thing that's going on right now. There's nothing in biology that allows in the whole physics of the universe that allows something for nothing. Whenever you start seeing something for nothing like this miracle drug, you got to watch out because there's going to be something bad happening on the other end of it. We'll talk more about that today. Let's get into this though. So we're doing sets of 50. We use 5 sets in each of the 3 rounds, plus 100 at the end. I use 15 pounds for this. I use 30 over here. This is just a basic general workout. And if you come onto my coaching program, we do 12 weeks, but we don't do this many reps, and we don't go 5 days a week. But this is focused on those people that have not engaged in any type of physical activity, working out, benefiting their health. Because if you're already in shape or you're in a workout program, this might not be the right thing for you. But I'm focusing on people that have neglected their health for the last 10, 20 years, and they want to get back into it. And especially if you're on one of those drugs like Ozempic, because you're going to be seeing miracle results. But those miracle results will end at some point in time. You can't stay on that drug forever. And we have not had a long enough study to be able to say what happens after a couple years on this when people are using it specifically for fat loss at those high levels that they're using it. If you are not changing your lifestyle, building a base of muscle and fitness, I believe that you're going to come and crash down when that's over, and that weight's going to come back on you faster than it came on you from the beginning. And when that happens, after that miracle, think about the level of depression that you're going to feel when that weight comes rushing back on after you've completely changed your life. You got to get a fitness lifestyle. You got to change your lifestyle to make that stick. And this, I believe, is the workout to do it. The great thing with this workout is you can use the lowest weight that you want. So there's no real chance of getting injured in this workout right here. We're not throwing around big heavy weights. We're not going through complicated different exercises. If you have to use water bottles to start, use water bottles. If you can't even use a weight and you just have to go through the motions Just go through the motions. Just do whatever it takes, but you got to build that lifestyle. You got to change your lifestyle. Even in the first month, if you're working with me, and don't even worry about what you're eating. Just make sure that you write down every single thing throughout the day. We need to have self-awareness before we can make the changes. Because you won't believe it, how many calories in the crap that you're actually eating until you start writing it down and you start journaling it. Once you start journaling and write it down, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I was eating 7,000 calories a day and probably only burning about 2. Okay? This is going to help generate that engine. And if you look at these people that are on those fat loss drugs, not only do they lose their fat, but they also lose their muscle. So they look like shit after they've lost it. They just look like a shrunken down version of who they used to be. It's not healthy. So I just believe in the universe. You can't fake out the universe. Nothing comes in the universe without hard work. This is the first thing that I've seen, this Ozempic drug. There's different names for it, where they think you're tricking the universe out of the hard work. You're like, I'm just going to take this easy path. Down that easy path, there are consequences for this changing of the universe. There's going to be pushback at some point in time. So it's actually scary, because if you're on it and you've been on it for a while and you've seen dramatic weight loss, congratulations. But the part that you have to be worried about is what is going to happen once you stop taking this. Okay? I mean, there's going to be health concerns down the road. You've got to get off it at some point. And the only way to maintain your body shape, the style that you want, is going to be through exercise, through walking. If you're not walking every single day and you're not working out on a consistent basis, at least 3 times a week, it's scary to think what's going to end up happening once you go off that. And the rebound is going to be so damn fast that it's just going to, you're going to see the use of antidepressants absolutely skyrocket in this country after about a year or two, because people are going to have a massive rebound and that weight's going to come back and more. Then what do? I don't know how many times you can do this, because you're really messing up your metabolism in your body, messing up your stomach, everything's getting messed up at this time because you're not absorbing the nutrients that you need. You're paralyzing your stomach and doing that for a little bit of time, maybe, but for a long extended period of time, there's going to have to be health consequences for that. Let's get down and get our chest. So if you know somebody that's interested in getting their health back, that's on that kind of stuff, or that's older, that's never exercised, go over, follow me on Instagram, and message me. I have a 12-week coaching program where we use a Trainerized app, and the biggest thing is, every single day, I will personally text you to motivate you, to hold you accountable. A lot of times we have the program, I can tell you what to do, but unless somebody's holding you accountable every single day, multiple times throughout the day, that's the only way it's going to get done. You got to have somebody pushing you there, supporting you, encouraging you, to get this stuff done, or it's just not going to happen. So I want you to really think about that for pennies a day on something like that, to be able to help save your life, in essence, to save your life. Because most of you people that are probably taking that stuff also have a family. You may have kids. You got to be around for them. Don't F your life all up. Don't put everything into everything else in your life. Make money, have a career, all this, and kids, and then you die and some other man has to come in and take over your life. You got to start focusing on you. I know too many guys that have worked their ass off, that have got to be in their 40s and in their 50s, and then have a heart attack and die, and their family's left alone. Is that going to be you? If you love your family, you got to love yourself. Damn. Sit down and get the abs. I mean, what kind of love is that you're showing your family if you're dead? Because you didn't take care of yourself. Nothing comes without hard work, fellas or ladies. You got to put the work in. The harder you work, the better the results you're going to get. And the more long-term results you're going to get if you put in the work. But you've got to put in the work. You can't fake out the universe. You just can't do it. Like I said with this Ozempic drug, people think they're faking out the universe. So all they're doing is taking it and then they're losing weight, but they're not changing their lifestyle. Think about how you got into that position to begin with. Think about it. It's called inactivity and overeating. So you can't just take a drug and then not fix those things. You got to fix your diet and you got to fix your fitness program. If not, I know some people have taken that. I've seen it, and they feel so good about themselves. They've lost weight. They feel like more confidence. Imagine all that confidence that you're building right now, out the door. And not only out the door, but then you're just embarrassed because then everybody knows you were on that stuff and you gained the weight back plus some. Think about that in your head. I want you to really think about that. How are you going to feel when all that weight comes rushing back to you after everything that you've gone through? And it's not an easy path. It's suffering. But if you don't take the pain on every day, or at least 3 times a week, and walking every day, I just want you to think about what that's going to be like. Feel that pain of what that's going to be like with all that weight rushing back after you've worked on it. If you're starting on that journey of taking that, now's the time to get involved in this. Because not only will it get you fit, but it's also going to help the fat reduction along the way faster. Some people I've worked with, it's like it almost like doubles it because your metabolism's going, and even if they kept eating the same way. I'm not sure exactly all the things that drug does to your body, but the more that it does, probably the worse it is for you, trying to fake out the universe. You can't get something for nothing. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work in the universe. You can't. There's nothing else in this universe that you can say, well, I got all of this, but I didn't do anything to get it. It just doesn't work. Let's get our calves. I also want you to think about, when we talk about pain, there has to be good, there has to be bad for there to be good. And we have to be able to focus on the bad things that happen so we can really appreciate the good things. I want you to think that you're 50 years old, you've worked your ass off, your kids are in high school, maybe going into college, and you're dead because you didn't take care of you. You leave your family alone, and trust me, if your kids aren't that old yet, they need you as much, if not more, at that point in time when they're making massive decisions in their life. And dad's not here because dad didn't take care of himself. It's time to start focusing on you. Get your ass behind the weights, get your ass out there walking on the road, not only just to save you, but to save your family, save your future, save your generations to come. Gotta do it. So in the program, we just do basic general exercises. Nothing crazy, no high weights, low weights, high reps. You set the weight range. Just as long as your body's going through the motion, you're burning calories, you're building your fitness. Because nothing and something. Like I said, if you've been with me the whole time, you should be at 32,000 reps over the last 6.5 weeks. We're going to 12 weeks, so it's not too late. The best time to start is today. You'll be with me for another 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks. So think about it. What's up, guys? So if you're here, basically, get your ass up, get it moving. If you know anybody who's on Ozempic, who is 45 and older, that has never had any fitness in their life, this is the program for them. This will revolutionize everything in your life because we're starting from the base level. There's no need to have to go to a gym. There's no need to have to get big weights or anything like that. Dumbbells, light dumbbells, high reps, and you will change your life. The only guarantee is if you do it. 50 reps. If you're a brand new, never done anything before, don't even use any weights. Just go through the motions. You should be using a weight that by the time you get to 40, that 40 to 50 is when you're really, really starting to feel like you want to quit. That's the push zone right there. That's where the success is. It's not in those first 40, it's in those last 10 right there. So if you're getting to 40 and you want to quit, make sure you have a different weight, different level, so you can just pick up. So if I'm using 15s, have some 10s there. As soon as you drop those 15s, pick those 10s up and just keep going until you get to that 50. And if you have to drop the weights and no weights at all, get those last 10 in, just moving your arms. whatever it takes. If you're just doing this at work and you're focusing on your fitness, you're above 90% of the population right there. I just fear you don't want to have those regrets of missing out on your kids and on your life and your family. And your kids are going to follow in your footsteps. You don't have to say something. The most powerful thing is what you do. That's what they're going to emulate. Not what you say, but what you do. And if your fitness, you're focused on that, then it's going to be inside of them to do the exact same thing. But if you smoke, if you drink, if you eat like crazy and you're 80, 90, 100 pounds overweight, well, that's the example you're setting for your kids. Even if you sit there and say, I don't ever want to see you smoke. I don't want you to get fat. I want you to, well, dad's just talking. Dad needs some action. Keep working hard, guys. I said before, don't worry so much about the scale. Don't use the scale as your judge. Use the way your pants are fitting, your shirt's fitting, measurements, the scale, because you could be gaining some muscle at the same time that's heavier than fat, and it may throw the whole scale off. And if you're basing your whole motivation on that, then it's not going to work. If you're working this hard, within a couple weeks, 2 weeks, you should be able to, that belt buckle should be one more, your pants should be fitting a little bit looser, your shirt should be a little looser or maybe tighter around your arms, and it'll drop. And you can't spot reduce. So if you're looking like, oh, I gotta lose my gut first, now it's gonna come off up here, maybe your face, before it gets down to here. It just melts off that way. Very few people, especially guys, can lose the love handles or the stomach before they lose the rest of the fat. Okay? Different for women as well. Let's get down and get the chest. Some people never know where they would lose the weight because they never tried. You don't even know where the hell it would come off. There we go. 50. So the great thing about this program too is obviously I didn't create dumbbells. I didn't create the reps and weights. I'm just putting a program together. It's not, if you're overweight and you don't feel confident about yourself, the last place you want to do is go to the gym to show off your nasty, ugly, fat body. That's why I believe in doing everything from home. And the easiest way to do it from home is if you have some dumbbells. You don't have to go buy a bench and pull down bars and Smith machine, all that kind of stuff. Invest in $15 worth of weights. Don't buy a whole set. Buy one at a time. Okay? And focus on that. If you have to buy 2-pounders, work on those until you can move to the 4 pounds, or to the 6, or the 8, the 10, the 15. After you get past 10, you're not going to be able to, you have to go in 5 increments. But once you do that, and you see those all lined up on the floor, I did that. Holy smokes. I started with no weights to a water bottle to a 2, and all the way up now I'm doing 10s. You could do that within a year. Your body will completely change. Now what I'm doing now is a little bit extensive. It's probably a little bit over the top for most people, especially if you're a beginner. Hard to do this. Maybe you do it 2 times a week, 3 times a week, but you got to get those steps in every single day. That's a must. The steps are a must. Continuous steps, not office steps. Continuous steps. I'm big on that. Too many people wear their watch and they're like, oh, I got 10,000 steps today. Bullshit. You moved from place to place with 10,000 steps, but that doesn't count. Not in fat loss. To me, at least it doesn't. 10,000 continuous steps. So that's not going to take you more than an hour. Let's get our legs. Let's get our abs. One more, we'll be done with round 2. This one, to me, I can't keep my pants. When I started, these pants were tighter 6 weeks ago. Now there's no more buckles left on my belt. But I like to wear them just most of the time just because it makes me realize myself. So if you have a piece of clothing and you're like, man, this used to be super tight on me, if it inspires you, wear it during your workouts. To me, it's a reminder, especially when I look in the camera, I'm like, damn, you go back to week 1 and see where I was at, now to week 6. And I did this on purpose. I didn't try to go and do the 12-week workout and come in ripped and shredded. No, I wanted to go along with the journey. Okay, I may even put a few pounds on just to have it there, and do a little bit more in the summertime. But I wanted you to see what 12 weeks of this program can actually do. My goal, and this part of your homework, was, if you just watch it for the first time, we can't get to a place that we don't know where we're going. So what I tell everybody to do is go out to the internet, go to a magazine, and look for the body that you want. And be reasonable, but also be able to dream. Pick it out, cut the head off, and post it. Post it on your wall, post it in the bathroom, post it on the refrigerator. I said the other day, shrink a copy down, laminate it, put it in your pocket. And every time you go to put something in your mouth, take that picture out and say, is this getting me closer to this goal, or is it getting me further away from this goal? Self-awareness. Be self-aware. That's my best diet advice for everybody. Instead of going on some radical diet, self-awareness. Every time you go to take a bite, is this taking me closer or further from my goal? Okay. Then later on, you can get into what the macronutrients and all those types of things. But to start out, if you've just been, let's get our legs in. If you've just been eating whatever all the time, Doritos, pizza, this, that, start thinking about what's getting you towards your goal. And if you don't know what your goal is, it's not going to matter. End of round 2. I hate those ones. And that's the thing. People say, well, you like to work out. Bullshit. This is hard work. It's hard work. I don't do it because I like this process. I do it for what it gives you afterwards. They always say happiness does not come from the individual action. Happiness comes as a result of multiple actions, multiple times for a result. You should be happy because of a result, not happy in the process. Because when you're happy in the result, happiness can last a lifetime. But if you're looking for happiness in little actions all the time, as soon as the action's done, the happiness is done. If you work your ass off and you're fit and you walk around and you really like yourself, that's where happiness is. How can you be happy if you don't like yourself? And if you're 100 pounds overweight, even 30, 20, whatever overweight, if you don't like yourself, how the hell can you be happy? If you don't like yourself, that's where people go out and try to get that instant happiness from a drug, from video games, from TV, from social media, because they can't get the long-term happiness because they hate themselves. If you want to be happy, you got to love yourself. And the best way to love yourself is to be fit. Okay, round 3. Final round, fellas. I said, if you're getting through that and you're getting to rep 50 and you're not almost to the point of failure, especially on round 3, then you need to move your weights up a little bit. Move the intensity up some. Doesn't matter how long you do this, your body will start to adapt a little bit. You use the same weight, but if it starts to adapt and you're like, oh, this isn't that hard, then you need to move up to a higher weight. Push yourself. Push yourself. Like I said in the beginning, you can't get something for nothing. If you're not willing to put in the work, you're not going to get the results. And that's what's so worrisome about this fat loss, Ozempic type stuff, because everybody thinks it's a miracle. People that aren't even that overweight, maybe 15 pounds, 20 pounds overweight, they're jumping on this Ozempic bandwagon because they want that fast results. And in 2 months, you can lose that. I've seen it. But I've also seen people that are doing the program that have gone on it for 3 or 4 months, lost that stubborn weight, but kept it off afterwards because they developed a healthy lifestyle. And you can't stop. It's every day. You got to just keep moving and moving and moving. So if you're on that stuff, you got to get on a program as well. Get on a program. It's not overwhelming. High reps, very lightweight. And honestly, I'm like I say, what I'm doing here is like way over the edge. Not for a beginner, but if you do the right program that I have, you'll be done in 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week. Plus you're walking, you will see dramatic results. But you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. Let's go. See, this isn't happiness. I hate this one right here. That's what makes it so awesome. 10 more. This is where your heart counts. Basically the only promise I can tell you is that if you do this, you're going to start feeling so much better about yourself. So much better about yourself. It hurts during the process, but the results afterward, it's so fulfilling. And if you've never been to that point, and I'm not even all the way there, but once we're done with the 12 weeks and I am there, I can imagine the feeling that I'm gonna have. The feeling I already have is amazing. But once you get to that point, you see results from your work. It's like if you give a kid $10 a week and he doesn't do any work, doesn't value that $10. But if he has to have chores or bust his ass around the house, you give him $10, he values that $10. It's the same thing with our health. If you're given just an injection and you lose all this weight, you're not going to value it. If you don't work for it, there's no value there. Because what's easily given is also easily taken away. And a lot of times when it's taken away, there's a lot more taken with it. It's taking your confidence, it's taking your pride, it's taking parts of your health that maybe weren't in problems before. You don't know. You're entering territory that has not been tested for years. So you've got to focus on your health. Losing weight doesn't mean you're healthy. So, I don't know if anybody sold you on that. Chuckles. Big fat cat just ran by. My cat needs to be on Ozempic. Fat ass. All he does is sit around and eat all day and hardly moves. Fat cat. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We got chest, we got abs, we got legs, and you got your final 100, whatever you choose. After that one, this next chest one, this one really burns. Put them together, X press. See, I use 15s for that, 30s for my chest stuff because it's a little bit stronger. Let's get it done. Here we go. Abs, legs. We got this. We got this together. 2 more, we're going to be at 900. Think about what your last 100 is going to be. You're going to work an extra 100 on your chest. You're going to work an extra 100 on your shoulders, your back, your abs, and legs. Whatever you want to do for that last 100. Split it up, maybe 50 with the chest, 50 with the back, 50 with the shoulder. Whatever you want to do, as long as you get those in. Hell, I don't even give a shit if you do 25 arms, 25 shoulders, 25 back, 25 legs, as long as you get them in. I just want movement, just movement. Success comes from movement, not being stationary. You got to be moving all the time. And they always say, you're either gaining or you're losing. You're not staying even, ever. You're staying even. And even whenever you do get fit, it's like you're renting it. It's not, you didn't buy the body and it's just yours. You only get to keep it as long as you keep working on it. Let's get our abs. If you don't like some of these exercises, switch them up from ones you do. Just make sure you're hitting that body part. I know this program specifically works for both men and women. My wife's 5'4". She was like, I don't know. Anyways, I put her on this program. She lost about 20 pounds. And right now, she's 49 years old. And she is about the shape that she was in her 20s whenever we met. It can happen. It can happen. It took a lot of hard work. We walk every single day religiously. All she's doing is 3 times a week on this program. Not even doing the full 1,000. She's about 600 right now. 600 reps per the session. Light weights, she uses, 5s or 10s for some of the things. But it's dedication. It's commitment. It's consistency. Consistency. Everyday walk. Watch what you eat. We eat pretty, small meals. It's better to eat small stuff throughout the day than big, massive meals. At least that's my opinion. But you're going to get out of what you put into it. Let's do our legs now. I split this up between 25 calves and 25 squats. Hey, Beaners. Come here. Come here. Come here. What's the matter? Come here. My dog. So, hey, Beaners, look at here. If you could tell me what kind of dog that is with those flares out on the side right there, put it in the comments. Because we don't know. Beaners, we don't know what you are, do we? Anyways, last one, squats. Last 100. Let's get it. 50. Last 50. You choose. We're gonna do some side bends on this one. I'm using my 30-pound weight.
No pause, no quit, be relentless.
$50 more on the other side, and we will be done for the day. Get it done. One thousand reps today. If you've been with me, that's 32,000 reps to change your body, change your mind, and listening to your soul and your heart. So, if you were with me today, congratulations. I'm proud of you. If you're interested in, if you want more information on this, go to my Instagram page, Dr. Michael Baptiste. And I am not a medical doctor. I am a sports management professor. I am not a medical doctor. So if you hear me talk anything about Ozempic and things like that, I had a lot of physiology classes and stuff, but I am not a medical doctor. Okay? I might be a personal trainer and coach, stuff like that, but I'm not a medical doctor. I don't know the ins and outs of Ozempic. I just know that something for nothing does not exist in this universe. So start moving, get your ass in gear, and you can live the life that you've always wanted. Take care, guys.